Welcome everyone to Train Tuesday. I am your host, Jim Wigan with Athearn, and so glad that you can join us. Now, as you probably know, this is a pre-recorded version of Train Tuesday, depending on where you are in the world. Over here, it is Christmas Eve, so a lot of folks are out and about, including myself, and we wanted to get this Train Tuesday in for you guys, for you to enjoy. So it is not a live presentation tonight, so we won't be doing any shout-outs. But we will be talking about some Athearn and Roundhouse products tonight. And you only have a few more days to place your pre-orders on everything that we've talked about for the month of December. Friday the 27th is the deadline. So you're going to want to talk to your hobby dealer and pre-order anything that we talk about tonight or anything that's been talked about in previous Train Tuesdays throughout the month of December. Again, you've only got a few more days. That's the 27th. That's this coming Friday. So let's get started with another Train Tuesday. We're going to start off talking about these Athearn HO scale 28-foot wedge trailer and dollies. Now, the 28-foot trailer has provided LTL service for instances where a full-size trailer would not be the most efficient. Splitting a haul into two creates more efficiency as one trailer can be spotted and then the second can be taken to a different destination without repacking. Now, many of these 28-foot trailers can be seen in TOFC service to this very day. Now, we had a lot of requests for the ones that I'm about to show you. So if you were one of the ones that sent us an email through our Athearn-product suggestions email, thank you. We do listen, and we are pleased to announce these three trailers and dollies for you to add to your pre-orders. So for this run, we're going to be doing all UPS. That was one of the roads that was requested that we do another run of. Now, these do come in sets. There's three different sets. Let's run through them briefly. First of all, we've got at the top of your screen, the United Parcel Service set is going to include trailers number 286129 and 286131. The dolly is numbered 5735. The one that's in the middle of your screen will include trailer numbers 286137 and 286141. with dolly number 5737. And then finally, we have trailers number 286145 and 286149 with trolley 5742. Sorry, dolly. Now, I read these numbers to you. That way you know if you've got previous versions of these models, you'll know that we are not reusing the same road numbers. This allows you to build up your fleet. Let's talk briefly about the features of these models. So the good thing about these is they're factory assembled. You don't have to do anything to them. They've already got detail parts supplied to them. They're already painted. They're ready to go. Weathering is up to you as a modeler. And like I was saying earlier, these have two different road numbers per pack. Each trailer is individually numbered, as well as the dolly. So again, you've got a few days to pre-order these. If you were one of the folks that emailed us saying that you wanted these UPS trailers and dolly set, here's your chance to place those pre-orders. Now let's switch gears a little bit. And let's talk Roundhouse, specifically Roundhouse 40-foot gondolas. Now, of course, gondolas are a low-sided railroad car. They're used for hauling bulky loads that don't necessarily need any type of protection from the elements. The Roundhouse 40-foot gondola that you see here is representative of steel body cars that began appearing on the rails in the early 1920s. Now, you're not going to see many of these today, but if you're modeling the 1920s into the 70s, even early 80s, you can justify adding a few of these to your roster. Now, the car that you see on your screen here, this is just to show a representation of the model. This is from a previous run. Let's talk about the roads that we're going to be offering in this run. Now, all the roads that we're going to be talking about are going to have three road numbers each. Let's start at the very top with Rio Grande. This is a 1964 era car. The car that you see on your screen now is 47129. We'll offer two additional cars. They'll be numbered 47133 and 47138. In the middle there, you can see Milwaukee Road. This is a 1970 era car. Milwaukee Road number 93057 is presently on your screen. Two other road numbers will be offered for Milwaukee Road, including 93100 and 93205. On the bottom there, that green one, Penn Central. This is a 1970s car. Penn Central 509725 is the one you currently see on your screen. Additionally, we'll offer 509798 and 509839. Going a little bit into the past, we've got Missouri, Kansas, Texas. This is a 1930s era car. So for guys that are in the steam era, you're going to want to take note on these. Pick up all three of these cars. MKT 43125 is presently on your screen at the top there. There's also 43260 and 43477. In the middle, representing the 1970s, is British Columbia Railway. BCOL is the reporting marks for these cars, and 9380 is the one that you presently see on your screen. Additionally, we'll offer 9383 and 9385. And then finally for this run, right in the middle of the 70s, 1974 on up, is Delaware and Hudson. Delaware and Hudson 13235 is currently on your screen. Two additional models for Delaware and Hudson include 13240 and 13677. Now remember, these are Roundhouse, so they're not going to have the individual details that you would see with a Genesis or an Athearn model. However, there are some great features. Let's talk about those real quick. Now, even though the grab irons are molded on and things of that nature, they do have a separately applied brake wheel. They do also have body-mounted McHenry operating scale knuckle couplers. These also have 33-inch solid nickel silver wheels, and those wheels, of course, are RP25 contours. That means they'll operate on all major brands of HS scale track. They are weighted for optimum performance. They are, of course, fully assembled. If you want to detail them further, you can definitely do that. You can definitely weather them as well. And just because they're Roundhouse doesn't mean they're going to lack detail. There is some detail because of the highly detailed injection molded body. Now, these are painted and printed for realistics. Keep in mind, a lot of these are stand-ins because this is the Roundhouse line. We're trying to keep these economical for both beginners or just operators in general. Now, the minimum radius on these cars is 18 inches. So if you've got a small layout, whether it be a small 4x8 or a small switching layout, these will operate just fine on those as long as you've got a minimum radius of 18 inches. So there you have it. You've only got a few more days. December 27th, that's this coming Friday, is when pre-orders close. So maybe you didn't get what you wanted for Hanukkah. Maybe you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas. Maybe you didn't get something for any of those office parties that you had to go to. Well, here's your chance to pre-order something that you really want. And instead of putting it under your tree, you can put it on your layout. So there you are. You've got until the 27th, which is coming right up, and place those pre-orders. I want to thank you for joining me on a Christmas Eve. If you watched us at 7 o'clock tonight, I appreciate that. If you're watching us after the fact, I hope you all had a very merry holiday and had a good time with friends and family. We'll be back live next week on Train Tuesday, which, believe it or not, is the end of the year. So until next time, everyone, I want everyone out there to be happy, be healthy, be merry, do some good modeling, and above all, high greens. Take care, everyone.